Let's get right into it. We all think of grapefruit as this super healthy way to start the day, right? But what if I told you that for millions of people, that same fruit could actually turn their essential medication into a poison? Yeah. Today, we're going to uncover a really serious danger that might just be lurking in your breakfast glass.
It sounds like a crazy question, I know, but it's one we absolutely have to ask. Could your healthy breakfast make your medicine toxic? The answer, shockingly, is yes. And understanding how this even happens is super important for anyone taking some very common prescription drugs. So let's break down the wild science behind this pretty dangerous interaction.
Okay, so let's pull back the curtain here. A healthy drink's dark side. How can something that's supposed to be so good for you have such a powerful, and I mean potentially lethal, effect when you mix it with your meds?
You've probably seen this warning on a pill bottle before, right? Do not take with grapefruit. And maybe you just kind of brushed it off thinking it's no big deal, but listen, this is one of the most important warnings out there. We're not talking about a little upset stomach. We're talking about preventing a full-blown medical emergency.
So, why? What is it about this one fruit that makes it so uniquely dangerous with certain drugs? That's the real mystery we're diving into. And, it's not just grapefruit. Some other citrus fruits like Seville oranges can do it too, but grapefruit is definitely the main offender. And the answer, funny enough, isn't really about the drug itself. It's all about how our own bodies are built to handle them.
To really get this, we've got to meet the hero of our story, or maybe the victim. It's what I like to call the body's drug gatekeeper. See, your body has this amazing built-in system to protect you from foreign stuff, and that includes the very medicines that are supposed to be helping you.
Okay, so check this out. This whole process is called first-pass metabolism. When you swallow a pill, it doesn't just, flood your system all at once. Nope. It has to get through the wall of your gut and then your liver first. This acts like a protective filter, and it actually breaks down a huge chunk of the drug before it can even get into your blood. It's a defense mechanism.
And a key player here, the main gatekeeper in that filter, is a specific enzyme called CYP3A4. Just picture it like a tiny little security guard that lives in the wall of your intestine. Its whole job is to break down or neutralize a predictable amount of whatever drug you take. And this is so important. Drug companies know this happens, so they calculate the dose of your medicine, assuming this little guy is going to do its job.
Right, so if CYP3A4 is our body's trusty gatekeeper, then grapefruit is basically the bad guy in this story. It contains these saboteurs. It unleashes chemical agents that have one mission: to target and completely shut down our defense system. And here they are, the secret agents of sabotage, furanocoumarins. It's a mouthful, I know. But these are the active compounds in grapefruit that cause all the trouble. They're the ones sent on a mission to take out our little gatekeeper enzyme.
And this shows you exactly how it goes down. So normally, that enzyme is just doing its thing, breaking down the drug like it's supposed to. But then, after you drink some grapefruit juice, those furanocoumarins come in and just block the enzyme. The gatekeeper is completely knocked out, offline.
Now here's the really critical part. This isn't just a temporary thing. It's called irreversible inhibition, which is a sciencey way of saying the damage is done. The furanocoumarins don't just slow the enzyme down, they basically destroy it. The only way for your body to get its defense system back is to literally build brand new enzymes from scratch.
So what happens next? The gatekeepers are gone, they've been neutralized. So what happens when you take your normal, everyday, doctor-prescribed dose of medicine? Well, this is where things get really, really dangerous.
And this quote just nails it. With that CY3A4 enzyme blocked, the full dose of the medicine just floods into your bloodstream. So that normal dose, the one that was calculated to be safe, suddenly becomes a toxic overdose, all because that natural filter is gone.
And the results? They can be incredibly severe. And we're talking about really common medications. For statins, for cholesterol, it can cause something called rhabdomyolysis, where your muscle tissue literally starts to break down. For blood pressure meds, it can cause a massive, dangerous drop in blood pressure. And for certain heart rhythm drugs, the outcome can actually be a fatal arrhythmia. It's that serious.
So let's just focus on that blood pressure drop for a second. This isn't just feeling a bit dizzy. No, we're talking about a sudden, severe crash in your blood pressure that can make you faint, collapse, and starve your vital organs of blood. And all of this can happen from a single glass of juice combined with your regular prescribed pill.
So you're probably wondering, how long does this crazy effect last? A few hours, maybe? Nope. Get ready for this. The effect from just one glass of grapefruit juice can last for up to 72 hours. That is 3 full days. And why so long? Well, that's how long it takes your body to physically build enough new enzymes to get that protective filter working again.
Okay, so now that we all understand the danger, let's talk about the most important thing, how to protect yourself. And the good news is, it's actually pretty straightforward. Let's walk through a simple 5-step safety plan. But first, we have to tackle the #1 misunderstanding about this. So many people think, okay, easy. I'll just have my grapefruit in the morning and take my pill at night. Problem solved, right?
The answer to that is a huge absolute no. Remember that 72-hour window we just talked about? Because the enzyme is physically destroyed and the effect lasts for so long, separating them by a few hours does literally nothing. It is still just as dangerous. If you take away one thing from this, let it be that.
So here's your actual plan. Step 1, just avoid all grapefruit. That means the fruit, the juice, even supplements. 2, check your prescriptions. Just ask your doctor, hey, does this drug get metabolized by CYP3A4? 3, read the warning labels on your medication. They're there for a reason. 4, make sure your doctors know everything you're taking and your general dietary habits. And 5, ask your pharmacist. They're an amazing resource and absolute experts on these kinds of interactions.
In the end, it really all boils down to one simple idea. The risk is very, very real, but it is also 100% preventable. Prevention is the absolute safest strategy. Being aware and just avoiding it, that's all it takes. You know, this whole grapefruit story is such a powerful reminder. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other hidden interactions might be lurking in the things we eat and drink every single day? Being an informed patient, being proactive about your health, that truly is your best defense.